My name is Iman Shadabi, and this is my first Capstone project titled Apple Stock Price Analysis Trends, Insight, and Volatility. The goal of this project is to analyze historical stock data of Apple Inc. and uncover patterns, trends, and significant insight that can help investors and analysts understand market dynamics. I performed this analysis using Python and Bokeh for interactive visualization. This video will walk you through the key steps, visualizations, and findings. First, I started by loading Apple's historical stock data. I performed data cleaning to handle missing values and convert dates into usable formats. Additionally, I added new calculated columns to enrich the analysis. Daily change percent measure the percentage change between the opening and closing prices. Daily range shows the range between the day's highest and lowest prices relative to the high. Volume change indicates how trading volume changes from one day to the next. And here is a quick statistical overview of data set using the describe method. The average daily change 1.61% indicate moderate volatility. The highest daily range of 12.81 suggests significant price swings on certain days, and trading volume vary widely, with the maximum volume exceeding 7 billion shares, likely reflecting major events. Then I plot close prices. This line chart shows Apple's closing prices over time. We can see a consistent upward trending over the years, with some dips during market-wide downturns. For example, the 2008 financial crisis and the 2020 COVID pandemic impacted Apple's stock, but the recovery was quick. Here we can see the impacted of a starting pandemic and the recovery, and in 2008 we because the prices were was very low, the volatility was low again. And then this bar chart shows Apple's daily trading volume. High volume days often correlate with significant events such as product launches or earning reports. For instance, in January 2007, we see a spike in trading volume coinciding with the announcement of the first iPhone. Similarly, September 2000 saw high activity due to Apple's 2-for-1 stock split. Here is exceeding the 7 billion shares a day in 2000 September. I also analyzed trading volume and volatility by day of the week. Wednesday and Thursday had the highest trading volume, and Friday showed the largest price range, suggesting higher volatility at the week's closing. Next, I explored correlation between variables to uncover relationship in the data. Opening, closing, and high-low prices are almost perfectly correlated as expected. there is a weak negative correlation between volume and prices here, suggesting that high trading volume don't always mean higher prices. And daily range in percent and daily range percent and volume here are moderately correlated, indicate that price volatility often accompanies significant volume change. Daily range and volume here. Then I aggregated yearly and monthly data to identifying long-term performance patterns. The first opening of the year or month, the highest high and lowest low, and the last closing, and the summation of volume of the year or month. Here is the month. Then we can see the correlation matrix in monthly data. And again, we can see upward trend here. And in recent years, the volatility is percentage of volatility in a month is decrease. And here is the correlation of the yearly data, and again the upwarding trend. We can see the upwarding trend here again, and here is. And then I plot the yearly data, and we can see the spike in Apple stock prices during 2018 and 2021. It was during the pandemic. Uh, because people worked from home, and the demand for Apple products was growth. And to identify long-term trends, I calculated 30-day and 90-day moving averages as well as exponential moving averages. I used the rolling function to find the moving average, and I defined a function here to calculate exponential moving average, and then I plot them together. Uh, so we can see some trends here. Analysis suggests a potential buy signal when the stock price approaches the 90-day moving averages, and a sell signal when it drops below the 30-day. For example, here this is a sell signal, this is a buy, this is a sell again. And when it cut from above the 30-day moving average, it's a sell signal. Here is a signal, and this is a buy signal, and again here this is a sell signal. This is a buy, this is a buy, sell, and that's it. I compared Apple's stock performance with the S&P 500 index to understand its correlation with the broader market. And here correlation between Apple and S&P 500 is 48%. Moderate positive correlation suggests that Apple stock influenced by overall market, but there are additional factors at play. And we can see here during the pandemic, Apple's growth was better than overall market and the index. And finally, I analyzed the top 10 highest trading volume days. These often coincide with product announcements such as the iPhone launch in 2007, leadership changes such as Steve Jobs' return in 1997, a stock split like the 2-for-1 split in 2000. The highlights how significant events drive investors' activity and impact Apple's stock. Okay. In conclusion, this analysis provides a comprehensive view of Apple's stock performance, the importance of high volume days in identifying market sentiment and trends, the utility of moving averages for short term and long term decision making. This project demonstrates how data analysis and interactive visualizations can uncover meaningful patterns and support informed investment decisions. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to your feedback.